Hello folks, I'm Days Donut, and I have absolutely no idea where I spawned. I guess I'll run around until I figure that out, and hopefully I don't blow myself up. The goal of this raid is to do two quests, one called Debut for Prapper, and the other is called Easy Money from Skier. Debut requires that I kill 5 scavs anywhere, and I also have to hand over 2 shotguns, 2 MP133s. Easy Money is supposed to be an easy quest where you just pick up a poster and put it somewhere in customs. It's at the USEC camp in Woods, which I'm in Woods. Foreshadowing, I didn't have an easy time with this quest. So I think I'm somewhere between ZB16 and Eastern Rocks, but I haven't seen a good landmark yet. Sorry about this, I'm still pretty clueless. I hear running. Sounds like the scav is saying, "Whoa!" I decide not to engage because I don't really know where I am yet. I think I kind of know where I am at this point. I think that's factory off in the distance, which means I'm going south toward UN roadblock, kind of. So this is ZB16, which is an exit and kind of a loot area. There's 4 wooden crates in it. All right, here we go. And 1. I don't know why I chose not to loot that one, but maybe I was paranoid, I'm not really sure. Another scav. Can't see him, so I decide to run away. Plus he can't shoot, which is always nice. And another scav, or maybe it's the same scav. I can only assume I'm trying to get an angle, kind of creeping around these rocks, hoping I see them before they see me. So I decided to shoot at this first scav, but there's actually one to the left as well, I'm not realizing. I don't think I got him. Those bushes really slowed me down, made me an easy target. That scav really messed me up. I know there's somebody nearby, but I can't get an eye on him. Using CMS and surgical kits can be really dangerous. You're basically tied up for like 15 seconds, and even if you try and stop it, it takes a bit, so you could easily die. I obviously didn't bring enough heals, which isn't ideal. I hear the scav yelling, but I don't think it's at me. Alright, I'm back in the game. So the goal is to go back the way I came so that I can hopefully get some of those kills. And, you know, I've got to get the debut quest, which is that way. It's kind of just past CB16 in the woods. So I follow this blood for a bit, but I'm pretty sure it's mine. So when I was shooting him, I wasn't sure he was a scab, but I can actually hear him yelling. I decided to give up at this point because I'm wasting rounds not killing this guy. Shotguns have a pretty decent drop-off, which that could be the problem. Or I could just not be able to aim, which is possible too. Alright, so just gonna do some looting here in ZB16 and see what I can find. So those RG028 rounds are not that great, but at workbench level 1 you can turn them into SP8, which is better. They're 9x18 rounds. Pineapple juice doesn't have any other uses, but it's a good overall drink because it's hydration and energy. It also gives a buff which increases your energy over time for a minute. So I'm honestly confused why I got the subtask complete debut. I can only assume one of the scavs I shot just died of bleeding to death or something. Leaving these bunkers is always kind of dangerous because someone can just be camping right above it and shoot you as you come out the door. Plus you're really noisy when you're in there, so it's very obvious when someone's down there. So that downed airplane is a pretty major landmark. I use it to find Jaegar's shack, and also there's a cut through between the mountains which used to have a lot of scavs there. Not so much now, they just changed it. It seems like they made them a little more random. So this is Jaegar's shack. He has that note you have to pick up and give to Mechanic. By doing so you gain access to Jaegar and also his quests. So I didn't know what Lost was. I guess it's just finding the plane in the woods. So my next goal is easy money. The problem is, I don't go to the USEC camp, I go to the military camp to the south. The USEC camp is actually northwest of here. I was just confused. So ahead of me is the military camp. There's a lot of scavs in here. There's also a lot of loot. It's mostly medical stuff, which has a lot of value early game, but I guess less later in the game. When I say later in the game, I mean this season. This was recorded on October 12th, which is just about 2 months ago.
Щеми кепку! Ты куда пошел?
So that's at least 2 scavs, right? This is pretty cheesy. So I kill one and there's one right inside of him, so I don't shoot him because I think I won the battle. And then another one aggroes, so now I'm a little paranoid. And then they just kind of disappear. So I forgot to talk about the silicone tube. It's needed for corrugated hose in laboratory level 1, and also you can make emergency water rations in nutrition unit level 1. Water rations can then be turned into salweas through a level 1 barter with therapist. I guess you can get an AR-15 handguard from Peacekeeper as well. Bandages obviously stop bleeds, but you can also use 5 of them and a vodka to make army bandages, which are a 2-charge bandage. So the Orthdontx toothpaste only has a barter for the other type of toothpaste, which is used for a whole bunch of things, mainly laboratory level 1. You actually need 2 of those PM pistols for the Punisher Part 5. I'm going to take it easy since I don't know where my adversaries are. I don't feel like that's for me, but I don't know who else it would be for. None of those items have any special properties. We talked about the SP8 ammo before. You can use the RG028 ammo to make that ammo, but it's high hit point damage, but no armor, so it's kind of crap. He turned just as I shot.
Ты куда пошел?
So that shotgun is necessary for the quest debut, which is a quest I'm currently doing. You also need one for Gunsmith Part 1. The 7mm shotgun shells aren't really good until Workbench level 2, and then you can make 50 BMG, and at Workbench level 3 you can make AP20. Shotgun shells, that is. That shot was great. He immediately crippled me. I assume I killed him. At this point, I'm super annoyed with myself because I didn't bring enough heals. I have to admit, I'm shooting pretty good, but I guess I've shot so many times, I guess I'm warmed up.
О, кепка ебаная! Ебашь этого кипарика!
So elimination must be a daily. I don't know what the quest is, and I didn't see it when I looked at my quests earlier. I didn't say anything about the Sari earlier. I guess it doesn't really have any special significance. The PP91 Keter can be turned into a PP9 Clin, which can fire a better type of ammo that has higher penetration power. The ammo is called PMM PSTM GZH. That GP7 mask is needed for a quest called Decontamination Service. I guess the pack of soft armor is needed for the Punisher Part 5 and a quest called Balancing Part 2 from Ref. 2 Yashanka hats are needed for Dress to Kill, and I guess you need another one for a quest called Setup from Skier, where you have to kill 8 PMCs dressed like a scav. That Tarzan can be used to make a black rock chest rig if you have laboratory level 2. So I'm kind of a dumbass. I decided to stand right out here in the open and mess with my inventory. For some reason he waited until I was in the middle of these 2 rocks. I probably should have kept running forward. You know, hindsight's 20/20. He ends up getting my leg, which sucks because I didn't think I had a bandage, and because of that I decided to try and run so I'd see if I could get to the exit before I bled out. But I could have stopped the bleed and then used pain pills and just waited. And he got me. I honestly did reasonably well. I mean, I didn't know where to go for easy money, but getting all that stuff done for debut and getting elimination done as well has to have some value. I guess in hindsight I should have went the long way versus cutting down along the water. It was just too dangerous. Nine kills is pretty good, I can't complain. Well, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell. And I guess that's it. Thank you again.